we are out here. Hey, so hello, I am back again, once again at the cinema to watch a new film again, The Critic, starring Ian McKellen. I remember the name of the film this time, been referencing it for the past few vlogs. But yeah, it's set in 1930s London, I think. It's set in old age London. I do like movies set in England, because I live in England. I do like, because I was born here as well. For some reason I always am gravitating towards movies set in England. So yeah, I'm looking forward to movies set in London. So I was Ian McKellen. So he is a critic for theatres, and he's a harsh critic. He's notorious for it. It's also got Gemma Arterton and some other good English actors too, like Mark Strong. So Gemma Arterton plays an actress that wants his approval, and I guess he's harsh on that. I don't know, I haven't read much. I don't know the full extent of the plot. There's also like a guy who takes over a newspaper, and he is onto the Critic for some reason. So I've not explained it too well, but basically the Critic teams up with the actress to take on this new newspaper owner. So yeah, that is the movie. I'm looking forward to it. It's something different, and hopefully it's good, and it should surely be better than Megalopolis that I saw yesterday. That was bloody awful. But I am here. Let's go.
Duty I never thought I'd have to perform. They are sequestered, and they must be shielded.
Well, that was a little crazier than what I expected. It's full of lies, deceit, affairs, even death. It escalates a bit. It takes place in 1934. So there's even like racism, fascism in it as well, because obviously it's 1930s Europe. So even though it's not in Germany, it's even in England there was fascists running about in the 1930s. But yeah, those are just like small parts of the film, maybe like a couple of scenes here and there. But there are those themes in there. There's like a bit of there's one racist scene against a black person. There's one anti-Jewish scene, and there's one scene that references Oswald Mosley. And there's a few fascist characters in this. But again, it's just like a couple 2-minute scenes in the film that are quite early. They're not really the main part of the film. They're just kind of there to show you what England was like back then. But yeah, it's a fictional story. And so he is a theatre critic. Gemma Arterton plays an actress who he always criticises, but she kind of looks up to him because she started acting because of him and his reviews. Because when he likes something, he gives amazing reviews. When he doesn't like something, he gives the harshest review ever. And unfortunately, her acting, he's not a fan of. So he gives ridiculous reviews. Meanwhile, Mark Strong plays the new owner of the Daily Chronicle, which is the newspaper that Ian McKellen's character writes for. And it was previously run by his father, who was good friends with Ian McKellen's character, but he passed away at the start of the film. So Mark Strong plays the son, who's a bit more harsh and not so fond of Sir Ian McKellen. I keep calling him that because I've forgotten his name in the movie. But yeah, eventually, because they come at odds with each other, eventually Ian McKellen schemes against him with Gemma Arterton. But like, I got it all wrong. I thought they teamed up against the newspaper guy. No. He used her. Ian McKellen used her in a very, very deceitful way, very harsh and just immoral way. They team up to kind of like conspire against him to do something, but like she doesn't want to do it. Like she's pushed into it, and it just leads to an escalation. Like it escalates to a crazy place where people literally die because of what they scheme. And that is as far as I can go, because otherwise it's just spoiling it. But yeah, I was very surprised with the last half an hour because I feel like it changed genre. It was just a normal film about a critic and a theatre actress who wanted approval from this critic, and this critic's arguments with his boss, with his new boss. And then it just turned into this thing of like death and everything, and I'm just like, oh my. This escalated a bit. It changed categories last half an hour, but it was good. It was great acting, good storytelling. Obviously I prefer like fast-paced movies, action comedies, buddy cops, obviously superhero movies, fantasy type movies, Lord of the Rings, obviously I'm a sucker for that. Star Wars, you know. I love blockbusters, and I love things that are mythical and fictional, you know. But I also have a more growing appreciation for films that are just like this. Movies that are a lot slower, that aren't based around fantasy, that are still fictional, but are more realistic, grounded stories that don't need to involve any action. This just involves strong language. Like, I know it involves affairs and murders, but you don't see the people get killed. You see them after they're killed. You see them as dead bodies. You don't actually see the action of it happening. Same with affairs, like you see before and after. They don't even like go into that. It's just at the start it says warning, strong language, and that's it. That's why I was surprised. I was just like, oh, they said warning, strong language, but people getting killed in this film. But then I realized, they're not showing the murders happen, but it's clear the murders happen anyway. But either way, like, it was a very interesting film, and I like films that have good dialogue that well acted out. Like 10 years ago, I could not watch a film like this. That's just dialogue the whole way through. I just get bored. But nowadays, I'm actually more interested in like characters. I'm more invested in characters as well. And when they do their acting, when they act well, you know, they make a good story and it's well directed, then it tends to make for a good film that I would definitely watch. So yeah, I think it's good to watch a range as well. I think it's good to watch a bit of everything. It's your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and goodbye.